What is up, you filthy animals of the internet? My name is Toons, and today you guys are going to hear a little story about a horrifying and disgusting situation I was put through, and it was probably one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever had to witness. So a few summers ago, I was 13 years old, and it was honestly, the beginning of it was a very, very boring summer. I didn't really do much except stay in my room and play Call of Duty or watch YouTube. There just wasn't much to do that summer. So one day I was extremely bored, and I just messaged my friend, hey, and we started talking. And then a few minutes later, he's like, hey, do you want to come over to my house? And I was like, oh, shit, dude, yeah, of course I do, because he had his Xbox Live on lock, he had a computer, he had all this crazy stuff, he had a crazy game room, and I was just ready to go. I was ready to go and just get crazy, 13-year-old me. Can you guys think about me getting hella lit? Yeah, that's not me, but still, we still have fun. So of course I was really excited to go down there, but one thing I wasn't really sure about going down there, because I almost said no because of this, but this kid is always saying weird, awkward shit, at least for my age, in my process of puberty. This guy hit puberty like earlier than the rest of us, I guess. I guess he just discovered his penis before all of us, but he was always talking like awkward, weird shit, like... Honestly, there was one day that I asked to use his phone at school because I didn't have my phone and I really needed to look something up. I was like, oh, sure, dude. And he gave me his phone, and I went on his phone, and there's like 6 different tabs of porn, and I'm like, oh, all right. This phone is not safe. Because, of course, I knew what it was. I just didn't watch it because I was too young. I didn't know I knew what it was, but I didn't want to watch it, if that makes sense to you. So anyway, we spent the whole day at his house, and it was actually pretty fun. We were playing Black Ops, playing Call of Duty, playing on Netflix, playing YouTube, things like that. Well, we weren't playing, but we were playing videos. But anyway, it was fun. The whole day was fun. But later that night, it was like 12 o'clock or midnight, and he went to bed. And he said, hey, I don't really care, go ahead, play Xbox, here, even use my headset. He handed me the headset, the controller, and I was like, alright, thanks. He's like, just be kind of quiet, because, just don't wake me up. And I was like, alright, cool, thank you. And so I just started playing, had the headset on, it was blaring, and it wasn't blaring to the point that I couldn't hear everything. It was just like, loud in my ears. But, I was playing, and a few minutes later, I start to hear his bed creak. I was like, oh, is he awake? And I turn around, and he's still sleeping. I was like, oh, what the hell? So I leave it alone, think it's just my imagination or something, and I go back to playing. And then I continue to hear the creaking, turn around again, and of course he's still sleeping. So I have no idea what is actually going on. So after a while of it happening, I kind of ignored it for a second, but then I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to see what this is. So I slowly turn my body without making any noise at all. And I go and look at the fucking bed, and he's right there jerking his fucking gherkin. He's doing it right there while I'm still there. I quickly but silently turn around back to the game, and I just kind of sit there. I don't know what the hell to do. I was like, alright, I need to think of a plan. I need to get an escape plan. I need to get the hell out of here. I cannot be in the same room as him as he's jerking his gherkin, jerking his fucking meat, and I cannot be in the same room as him as he is doing that. I just can't. So I sit there for like a solid minute just thinking of a plan, thinking of an escape plan just to get out alive. So I decide just to get up and leave and act like I'm using the bathroom. So I quickly stand up and kind of turn without looking at him, and I quickly hear him shuffle around his covers. I hear him pull him over himself, and he's like, whoa bro, what's wrong? Why are you getting up? It's like, I have to use the bathroom. He's like, oh, alright. So I go out to the bathroom, and then as soon as I get back into the bathroom, I start hearing the bed creak again, and it's horrible. I sit in there for the bathroom for at least 15 minutes while this guy is just in there beating his fucking pork chop. And seriously, it is one of the most disgusting things I've ever had to do. After at least 15 minutes, I walk back into the room, his creaking's done, and I just walk in, and he's laying there, his hands behind his head like he just achieved the biggest award in like the entire world. He's like, sup bro? I'm like, hi. So I just went back and I continued playing the game, and then later that morning I texted my mom and said, hey, you need to pick me up, and I went home early.